Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is just a normal process video with me using that sketch right there. So I did pull it off the Pinterest, off my Pinterest boards. I'll link it down below where it was at. However, this was one of the hip kits. It was like more of a winter style one, and I am trying to finish up my trip from Luxembourg, which is the pumpkin festival that we would go to, and this is kind of where Rapunzel and all of that, their castle and everything was at. So these were photographs. Now I have scrapbooked all of them now at this point. This is the second to the last one that I am putting up. They are all done and ready to go, and I absolutely love how each and every one of these turned out. Now, I did use, for this time around, I did use the Chamel's Head in the Clouds collection for all of them. And this particular one here is the same photo setup that I have done 3 years in a row while we were stationed there. She got them when she was roughly 3, because we didn't go when we first got there, we were just freshly there, and it was just getting over and then into the festivals, and I was like, Oktoberfest is just not something that we were planning on doing at that point when we got over there. And then so then the next years after that, I have had these photos done every year there, and then this was the very last set of photos that we did for that year, for those years that we were stationed over there. So, and this is as we were walking up to Rapunzel is where these photos were taken. So I thought the Head in the Clouds collection, because we were talking about Rapunzel's what am I thinking of? Rapunzel's castle and everything was part of this, and this was as we were walking up there, and she always loves to take photos. It's just an amazing, she loves photos right now, and I'm going to devour them until she's ready to never, ever tell me to take a photo again of her life, which I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. But, so, I am layering all these pieces down, and I am following it pretty much to the sketch that is there, except I just don't add the mixed media to this one because this one gets very paper heavy, and I thought that that was enough. And so I'm cutting up a bunch of these little tags that Chamel has in the collection, and just adding them in different spots of the layout just to add, that little bit of something to the page. And I'm just, making sure all of it looks right, and I love the way this turns out. I love all the textures that I do, and, all of that little bits of stuff. And as I'm putting all these together, I'm like, yes, the unicorns have to go on there. I've got to put some mermaids on there. I just got to have this one completely whimsical. Now, I do some splattering on here, but not as much as the mixed media as the person did that is online. And so, yeah, I am now just embellishing all of this as much as I can, and I do have to take a break, and then I come back, and as you come back, you'll see that I did do a little bit off camera, just kind of gluing things down and just making sure that everything is put together, and so that you're not really having to watch me embellish all of this completely done. And there, now I pretty much glued everything, and now we're working on the bottom piece. And I just wanted to get all of this just done. Like, for the most part, when I get down to the point of having, like, say, 2 to 3 layouts left of a certain project or a certain trip, I'm like, I just want to get it done. And I don't know why I feel like I got to rush the last layout or something. It's because I think I want to move on, because I've literally been working on finishing up this trip of our, in our lives for a month now. I just wanted to get them done with, and I think that's why. And I don't not all the time do I like to go back and forth, but I do. You guys tend to see me kind of bounce around, and I'm trying not to, because I want to be thoughtful about what layouts I'm doing for myself. It's not the fact that I don't want to get everything done and I want to, just put up whatever, on my channel, but I want to be thoughtful of what I'm doing so that I don't have to throw away the layouts because I don't like them or any of that, because I went through my layouts just the other day to make sure that what I had placed and done on the layouts is what I wanted. And I'm going to be honest, and you guys are probably going to message on the bottom and comment to me like, how could you throw away all that? I know that when I purged some of my layouts, because you go through them, and I'm one of them that my daughter and I will go through our layouts. Now my husband could care less, but like for me, I want to go through mine and make sure that what I see is what I want. And I threw out some of my layouts, and I'm not going to name the numbers because y'all are going to be like, what? I'm not naming numbers, and you're not going to get it out of me. But I did throw away some layouts, and I'm like, that's it. I've got to have a better, thoughtful process of what I'm doing versus just putting up a layout. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like just not doing it. I want all of it to look right. So that's why, I'm starting to be a little bit more thoughtful, and I'm going to finish up collections so that when I can say I'm done with it. Because I've noticed that sometimes my layouts change as I grow in this industry, and I've noticed that I don't finish up the collections and the pictures to that particular whatever it is, trip or year or whatever. It's like hodgepodged layouts, and I do mind that at all. I don't tend to pay attention to make sure that, I got to make sure I have all the collections just for this one layout, this, that, and the other. But I did notice that my way of doing layouts and stuff are different. And I'm like, that's what I think for me drives me nuts, is because I jump back and forth between my layouts and the pictures that I'm doing, and my personality and my way of doing my layouts is what changes, and then you can tell it in when you look through my book. And that's my OCD. I will admit it, it's the OCD in me, but that's okay. So as you can tell, here I am. I'm just placing down a bunch of different things. I did get a Fairy Tale Life is what my title is, and I did go through some Pink Fresh Studio ones. And now I'm just placing down these little bits and bobs of things. I am trying to use up most of this collection. And honestly, I think I can get one more out of it, and then this is done. Like, this is the second to the last one that's going up on my channel. The next one's going to go up on Friday. And this, like I said, this literally is done. Like, I'm done with that collection. And I just have one more after the one that goes up on Friday, which is already filmed. I just need to do the voiceover for it. And that's why I said, like, I need to get these, like, this collection done. Like, it's not going back into my stash. After I get done with this, whatever's left over is what's left over, and it's gone because I can't do anything else with it. And that's the beauty of doing things in collections when you are scrapbooking a trip or an event or something like that, is to use it all, because then it's done and it doesn't go back into your stash. And that way you can I'm trying to use up a lot of the older ones. So here I am, I'm splattering. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. All of the still shots are definitely coming up, and all of the links will be down below to all of my social media platforms. I would love to see you there, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.